Three Passes and Three Peaks trek. As with all treks in Nepal, our journey starts with an international flight into the bustling capital city of Kathmandu. From there, the Three Passes trek starts with a short flight to Lukla, and the route then follows the original Everest Base Camp trek route up to Dud Koshi Valley, to the Sherpa village of Namche Bazaar. From here we are off the beaten track, crossing the three high passes that circumnavigate the Everest region, looping round from Gokyo to Everest Base Camp and finally Chukong before returning to Lukla. This is a challenging 18-day route, ideal for the ambitious trekker looking to test their mettle against three high passes, Renjo La, Cho La and Kongma La, and three high peaks, Gokyo Ri, Kalapatar and Chungkong. Day 1. Arrive in the capital of Kathmandu. Our Kandoo team meet and we take you to your hotel where we can relax. The rest of the day is free for us to explore some of this vibrant city. Day 2, we will take an early morning flight to Lukla, the starting point of the trek. Despite being only 35 minutes, the flight is a memorable one. Try to sit on the right hand side of the plane for the best view of Everest as we approach Lukla. The trek starts with a fairly short descent to Phakding, where we will pass stone walls decorated with prayer inscriptions, called mani in the local language. Make sure we always pass on the left. We will spend the night in Phakding. Day 3, from Phakding, the trek follows the raging Dud Koshi River before climbing steeply up to Namche Bazaar at 3,500 metres. The village is the central trading post of the region and is always bustling with life. Day 4, to help with acclimatisation, we will climb up higher to the Everest View Hotel at 3,800 metres. This is a fantastic viewpoint and hopefully our first sighting of Mount Everest. We will spend an hour or so enjoying the view before heading back to Namche, where we will have time to explore the village, stock up on some snacks for the trek ahead, and check out the local bakery. Day 5, the trail now splits from the popular base camp route and heads northwest to the village of Tame, where we will be staying the night. Take some time here to learn about the local traditions and their intrinsic connection with the mountain on which we are standing. Day 6, today we will start to climb back up to higher altitude, heading up the valley to Lumde. Make sure we have your camera at the ready, as the higher we go, the views across the snow-capped peaks in the region just get better and better. Today we will encounter your first of the three passes, Renjo La. The route starts off gently but will soon turn into a hard day of hiking as we near the end of the ascent to Renjo La. Try to think of the magnificent views we will get at the top to motivate us. After the pass, we will descend to the third of the beautiful turquoise Gokyo lakes and then trek onto the village of Gokyo for the night. Day 8. Today we climb your first peak, Gokyo Ri, for fabulous views of Cho Oyo. We start the climb early and then have the rest of the day to rest to help our acclimatisation. If we still have energy, then later in the day we can hike up some of the surrounding moraine ridges and enjoy the views. As a treat for all our hard work, then we can tuck into some delicious cakes from the wonderful Gokyo bakery. Day 9, again we will start early today as we have to cross the Ngozumpa Glacier, the largest glacier in Nepal. Once again, keep your camera close as we trek through this beautiful part of Nepal. We will reach the remote village of Dragnak. Day 10, often considered the hardest day of the trek, today involves traversing the second pass of Cho La. At over 5,300 metres, reaching the top will require some effort. We will spot the famous prayer flags as we near the top of the pass, after which we descend over the other side of the pass and down to the glacier to reach the remote settlement of Dzongla. Day 11, we start the day with an easy downhill trek to reach Lobuche, one of the major stops on the classic Everest Base Camp trek. Join up with the crowds of trekkers as we make our way to Gorak Shep. We will be afforded great views of the famous Khumbu Glacier, as well as the peaks of Everest, Lhotse and Noptse. We spend the night in busy Gorak Shep. Day 12, this morning we will follow the moraine ridge of the Khumbu Glacier to take us to the Everest Base Camp. Feel the buzz and excitement of the place, packed with potential future summiteers of Everest. Descend later that day down the same ridge back to Gorak Shep for some much-earned rest and sleep. Day 13. An early morning start is needed to summit the trekking peak of Kala Patthar, the iconic viewpoint of Everest. After snapping some pics, head back up to Gorak Shep for a quick meal before descending further to Le Boucher for the night. Day 14. We leave the classic base camp route today as we head east through the Khumbu Glacier to reach the third and final pass of the trip, Kongma La. At 4,700 metres, the pass is the highest of the three. After a tiring ascent to the top, descend into the Chukong Valley and eventually to the village of Chukong, where we will stay in the lodge overnight. Day 15. Today we will climb Chukong Ri and trek to Dingboche. This peak is the hardest of the three peaks on this trek and involves some easy scrambling near the summit. The views from the top down the Khumbu Valley are superb. We descend to Dingboche, where we will stay in a lodge overnight. Day 16. We now descend back to the main Everest trail through Pangboche before climbing to the monastery at Thayangboche. From Thayangboche we make a steep descent before climbing back up to Kayang-Jumma, where we stay overnight in a lodge. Day 17. We continue through Namche Bazaar, descend Namche Hill and cross the Dud Koche. We will trek back along familiar paths to Phak Ding, where we will stay the night. Day 18, the last day of trekking, will take us down through some lovely pine-scented forests before reaching Lukla. Weather permitting, we will catch the morning flight back to Kathmandu to end off what is sure to be the trip of a lifetime. Day 20, we transfer you to the airport for your onward flight home.